on the fight against COVID-19. Here are three things to know this morning. Number one, the number of cases confirmed keeps climbing across.
Alright, hi, is this thing on? Testing, testing, looks like it. Alright, good morning, or I guess good afternoon. So it is like Thursday now. Doesn't really feel like it, but that's fine. Alright, so I guess the usual stuff is going to be going on and checking out and seeing, you know, Edgenuity and all of that. Are there any questions before we start or anything like that? It's been a pretty slow week, so don't really expect much to be happening. But hopefully you guys are doing fine right now. But let's just go through and, I don't know, some random assignment today. Alright, so let's see. We can go through. Let's stay in the Middle East. So, we can do online content. So for stuff like this, let's see what we have to do. And again, if you don't know your login info, there should be a link I posted a while back about how to get to Edgenuity in the login. I also emailed your parents and sent out some files, like last week, I think. Alright, so click to review the online content, then answer the questions below using complete sentences. Scroll down to view additional questions. So, it just talks about, Mesopotamia, the first civilization. That's where human society kind of began. The invention of irrigation, that's watering plants. It talks about how they managed to survive and grow and to develop into this big old empire. So you would normally just, read through it. Whoever that is, Wavy Bones, please stop spamming words or phrases. That's a lot of PogChamps. So if I were to, let's try to zoom in to help out. But Mesopotamia, the world's first civilization. Human society began with hunter-gatherers. They were small groups of people who banded together to survive, roaming to find food and shelter. Later, families began to farm small plots of land, growing food that would help feed them, but only if their land had good soil and enough rain to produce food year-round. You're not going to grow anything if your soil is bad, or if you just have sand everywhere. That's why people don't live in the desert, because you can't grow anything, and it sucks, and it's hot. Like right now, I think it's getting hotter. Mesopotamia is a region in southwestern Asia located between the Tigris and Euphrates rivers. If you were to look at a map today, you would not find Mesopotamia. That area is now part of eastern Syria, most of Iraq, and southeastern Turkey. With a dry climate, except in the spring, when the Tigris and Euphrates rivers would flood a huge part of the area, Mesopotamia had rich soil, but not enough rainfall to sustain farming. However, with the invention of new farming and irrigation practices, Mesopotamia would become the world's earliest civilization. So, when it didn't rain, those rivers were a major part of it. But that was not enough to actually keep up with the amount of water they needed for farming. So starting around 6000 BCE, and BCE stands for before current events. It's the same as before Christ, but not every person in the world is, Catholic or Christian, so they wouldn't really know about Christ, Jesus. So we say before Common Era, before current events. Common Era is basically the common turn, and then for this year, you'd say the year 2020 CE, Common Era. So 6000 BCE, so that's about 8,000 years ago, 8,020 years ago, farmers began to dig ponds to store water during the rainy season. They then built ditches and canals to bring the stored water to their fields during the growing season. By doing so, they were able to control the water supply, water their crops over a longer period of time, and produce more food for their families. Over time, the canals and ditches were further and brought water to larger stretches of land. Farmers also constructed a system of dikes and dams to protect their villages during the spring floods, while conserving the water in ponds for the rest of the year. This system of storage, reservoirs, ditches, and canals were the first system of irrigation. Because of the way the Tigris and Euphrates rivers flood their banks and deposit silt every year, Mesopotamian soil was excellent for crops. With the invention of irrigation, Mesopotamia was able to support a large population and become the world's first civilization. Over time, it transformed from a collection of tiny villages to the world's first cities where tens of thousands of people lived year-round. By 3500 BCE, the largest city, Uruk, I'm not sure how to pronounce that, may have been home to 40,000 people. While this may not seem like a high population compared to today's world, it is a dramatic shift from the small groups of hunter-gatherers that came not that long before. So before we had civilizations and cities and towns, people just went back and forth and they just traveled around the world and hunted animals, and that's how they survived. But then eventually people started farming. They just sat in one place, started making farms, irrigation, and because of that, you can support a bigger population. You can't have thousands of people travel together every single day hunting down animals. But with farms and crops, you have, a chance. And 40,000 isn't that much. Houston is like, what, 2.5 million right now? So, in comparison, yeah, it's pretty tiny, but back then that was huge. So, with the increased population came other changes that allowed Mesopotamia to thrive. Trade expanded because cereal crops are able to be stored for a long time and so make good trade items. Other advancements in farming also helped Mesopotamia thrive, including the invention of the yoke. The yoke is a wooden beam that allowed two oxen to be bound together, giving them more power to pull heavier loads in the fields. This allowed for more productive farming, and this is the yoke right here. They put them on a little oxen and then they pull it. As farming became more and more productive, offering more than enough food to feed the population, more trading occurred and taxes were imposed. The funds gathered from taxation were used to build temples, palaces, and other public buildings, contributing to the lasting influence and power of the Mesopotamian region. So, after you go through and you read, in that passage, just go back here, and then you read the question, which is the Tigris and Euphrates River supported an ancient heart of civilization, Mesopotamia. Explain why Mesopotamia became a great place for a civilization to grow. What factors encouraged humans to settle and thrive in this part of the world? And I'm not going to answer that for you, because I want you to answer on your own, in your own words. I just went through it just to show you what you have to do. And it's a pretty simple process. You just type in, whatever, and then you press submit. Do not actually type in whatever. It's not gonna be a good grade for you. So we can just go back and just press the home button. But that's the general gist of that. Are there any questions? Anything going on in your lives? I know not much is happening. It's been pretty slow for everyone, I would imagine. Tomorrow I might have a guest coming on, another teacher located in Houston. We'll chat, answer some questions, maybe have some of his students come on and ask questions, who knows. So let's see what we can do. I guess for now, I'll just, look at chat, answer questions, and kind of just sit here if anyone needs help. This is my office hours, so I'll take this as an opportunity to just, be here, be open, be present, in case anyone needs me. For you to stop by and drop in, or leave at your own pace, just like your online classes. So, just some casual Animal Crossing, some very chill things, so it's not too hard to watch you guys. Getting emails, and answering them as we go through. So yeehaw. And I just have a lot of packages that I ordered online. Not like actually online, but like online in the game. It's like you go on the computer and you just go and order stuff. Hey, it's Gulliver. I saved a little seagull yesterday who got washed ashore. My pockets are too big or too full. Got a lot of junk. Let's just put some of that stuff back. We don't need that, we don't need that, we don't need that. We might need that. Tea set? Nah. Let's try to move some stuff real quick. Oh no. Alright, it should be kind of better. Alright, it should be easy for you guys to hear me now. So let's see, back to this. I'm gonna put stuff in my storage because I don't need all of this. Also, don't forget, I think Sci-Fair is doing like online seminars. Oh, it was this Thursday. From 1 to 2. So after this, if you want to check that out, you can. I sent out a flyer on Google Classroom yesterday. And I believe they'll be teaching you guys how to make videos. So you too can be a famous YouTuber. As long as you go to this session, which is again from 1 to 2. And so if you go to the Learning at Home website, the link will be there. You just connect with the team and they'll just go through some stuff with y'all. So let's see what Gulliver got me. I got an alpinist hat. Oh. Let's put it down and see what we've got. Oh, it's one of these hats. It's like people in the Alps wear, hence alpinist. If you've ever seen, like Swedish people. So we've got some junk. It is April, so that means that the trees are now blossoming in the cherry blossoms. And I think they look really pretty. It's also, traditionally Easter happens around April. So there should be a bunny somewhere. Not that bunny, but another bunny. And there is a balloon, and I want that balloon. Oh, I'm too far away. And sometimes you get eggs. So you can get eggs from balloons. You can also get eggs from cutting trees or hitting rocks. Or fishing eggs. And I keep hearing balloons, but I don't see balloons. Oh wait, here it is. So right now there are a lot of balloons flying around. You can see like they have that Easter egg color. You can just hit them out of the sky with a slingshot and just go boop, and then you get stuff. Like for instance, I got from that balloon a recipe for a Bunny Day glowy garland. So it's gonna be bunny day for the next like 14 days, where I have to collect eggs and make recipes or craft. Okay, so usually on the ground, if you see this little spot right here, this little crack, it's usually a fossil. But during bunny day, you do have a chance where it might be an egg. An earth egg. And then my shovel just broke. That sucks. So that actually is where eggs come from the ground. Totally. So because my shovel broke, I am now trying to find a workbench so I can make myself a new shovel. Kind of sounds like Minecraft. I see more balloons, so instead of crafting, I'm gonna shoot down that balloon. There are so many balloons coming in. And that one did not have a fancy Easter pattern, so it might not be an egg. But instead it might be... I don't know what dropped. Oh, here it is, over there. So from that balloon I got a cypress plant. Hey, it's cypress! But not the type of cypress like you think. It's not like ISD, it's cypress isn't like, this is a cypress plant. So I guess I gotta have it next to my house now, because of cypress. It's funny. And then someone is moving into my town. His name is Boone. Boone is a monkey. I'm pretty sure he's like a gorilla, an ape. So as soon as sometimes you have people moving into my island, and they just show up, and it's great. Online, a lot of people are very angry, or like they hate some of the people moving in because they might look ugly to them. And I am getting a lot of emails. Oh, today is Autism Awareness Day, so wear blue. Getting a lot of emails of teachers wearing blue. And they're being like, hey, here's a selfie. I'm not gonna post a selfie, though. You know what? We're trying to be hip. Instead of me posting a selfie and, you know, being blue, we're gonna actually just be blue. Hold up, I hear more balloons. I'm actually low-key very tired of these balloons. So I'm also really bad at aiming. But that's okay. So, you know, even with this work at home thing, people are still busy working, like Tom Nook. So his job is construction, and you can just, like, talk about, you know, what can I do? How can I make my island better? I can host some ceremonies. So what kind of ceremony do I want to do? I want to do one for the tailor shop. Because I never did, actually. So when you build something, they usually have like this big ceremony and being like, hey, what's up? Congratulations, we did it. It's awesome. So everyone on the island just gets together, and then, you know, we're just like, yay. Brand new tailors. And everyone's happy and clapping. And again, the owners of the Able Sisters, the tailor shop, are Mabel. Mabel is the blue hedgehog, and then Sable is the brown one, and they're both really great. They also have a third sister, Label. And now I get to make some kind of comment, and I can be like, good for us, we're amazing, woo, I'm gonna go with good for us. Because it is great that we have a little tailor shop now, in this quaint little island town. And then we celebrate. Oh no, I see a balloon just in the background. It's floating. See the shadow? Oh, that is. Oh, oh, oh. That is just unfortunate. I'm not gonna get that balloon. Or maybe I can. Maybe I still can. Unless it's gone. Never mind. Never mind, that balloon was only in that cutscene. Now it's gone forever. I will never know what was inside of it. That's okay, though. Let's talk to Jacob. Jacob's cool. He's a J. Yeah, it is a neat day. And that's all he's got to say. That's fine. So because it is an island, you have a lot of water. And what's in the water that people need? If I can find any. If I can just find... No, maybe not. That is an epic Mr. Ton moment. It's a lot cooler than an epic gamer moment. And this is Chrissy. She's a bunny. I like her. I do have a big house. Thanks. You're cool, Chrissy. Keep being you. So, on an island, because it's full of water, a lot of resources can be found in it, like, besides water, seashells, and a drying rack. But sometimes you might also get other things. I don't know why it's not popping up, but I keep hearing balloons. I'm done with you for today, balloon. I don't need that many eggs. But sometimes you might find a fish. Because again, a lot of water means a lot of fish. A lot of fish means a lot of food. A lot of food means you get to have a big civilization. So fishing isn't too hard. You just have to wait for it to bite it really hard, and then you just pull. And then sometimes you just get an egg. In real life, when you fish, you might not get an egg. You might get a fish. So let's try to find an actual fish. How could a shark fit in your pocket? That's a good question. Really big pockets. This is a tiny fish. And now we just wait. Oh, there we go. We caught a loach. It's looking at me with reproach. That's a pun. So fishing is a pretty chill way to spend your day if you're stuck at home. You can also do it alone. You don't have to be near people. Fish can't get coronavirus, maybe. Pretty sure they can't. So you're fine. But usually there are a lot of fish. I don't know what's going on today. And if we see a shark, well, we'll try to catch it. But they're pretty hard. I feel like this one's an egg. It might be an egg. It's an egg! I have a lot of eggs now. But I can't cook them. That's the best thing about eggs. But do fish cough and sneeze? It's a good question. Huh. I feel like they shouldn't need to, but they could. Balloons. Picking up some weeds. Let's try to go up a floor level. We're now above sea level. Sea level just means the part of the land that is at the sea, at the same elevation of the sea. If you go above sea level, you might get more different things. Because again, not everything grows in the same elevation. Not all fish can be found in the same elevation. Some are found in sea level, some are found a bit higher. And this one is going to be an egg. Again, that's fine. What are eggs for? So, when you have enough eggs, and sometimes when you shoot down balloons or catch fish, you might get a recipe. So for this event, the Bunny Day event, hold up, that's a rare butterfly, and I want that. So you will sometimes get recipes to make some cool furniture. And I just caught a Madagascan sunset moth. Wow, you're not from around here. Probably Madagascar. And also cherry blossoms. I missed. It's gone forever. That's fine. But then you get recipes. So you go to your DIY recipes and you just look around for seasonal stuff. Like, here we go. You can make a bunny day glowy garland. You got, a bed. You can make a wardrobe, a table. Using eggs, a lamp. Furniture, rugs, shoes. You can make clothes out of your eggs. I would not recommend making clothes out of eggs. They are very fragile. Make a crown. So, it's pretty cool. And it's a limited time event. I believe it ends on April 14th. So before it ends, I'll make sure I have enough eggs to make stuff. And I believe that I can't find the bunny. He might be gone today. But he was here yesterday, and he was like, "Hi, find some eggs." I found more eggs. I would like a fossil. I prefer dinosaurs over eggs. But there we go. It's like that question of what came first, chicken or the egg. Chickens actually derive from, I believe, the T-Rex. So for the answer to what came first, chicken or the egg, the usual argument is that there was an animal that over time mutated and evolved to produce an egg. And that egg would have a chicken. So technically, the egg came first. Because, species will over time mutate and change. You can get eggs out of rocks. That's not how it works in real life. Please do not try to get eggs from rocks. That is not going to work. So I got some nuggets. Not chicken nuggets, but just nuggets. I got some rocks, and I got an egg. Aren't dodos and chickens related? They might be from the same, not family, but probably the same genus. It's been a while since I've done, scientific names. Because they are both avian animals, but dodos have gone extinct. I got a fence, a Bunny Day fence. So actually, if you go to the museum, it will show you kind of that process. Is it possible that these Edgenuity grade classes will be taken for a grade? I still do not know how that's going to work. District is still figuring that out. All I can say is, please, I encourage you to continue learning and going through those courses at your own pace. You can spend an entire day and just wipe out that entire section if you want. Or you can spend 10 minutes a day. Or even just pretend you have classes still and for every day you do 45 minutes of my classes. But again, it's up to you. You choose how you want to do it. As long as you do it. And if you don't do any work, it's not the worst thing. Because we're not working from home or taking classes at home. We're currently in a very weird crisis. Not really a crisis, but we're in a pandemic and we're trying to get work done. So it's a bit of adapting and figuring out how any of this works. But again, just try your best. And I'm going to donate some fossils and that moth to Blathers. And I want him to tell me about that moth, because he is pretty smart. Oh, never mind. I already gave him the moth, so he won't tell me about it. That's actually really disappointing. But if you go to the fossils section, it'll show us all of the how these animals meet together. Someone is calling me, so I have to take that phone call. Alright, and I am back. Have to do a quick phone call. And you guys have been chatting. I hope they add a Doom Shooter game or poster. I mean, they probably won't because of copyright issues, but that would be really, really cool. This is the first time in my life I'd rather be at school. You know, I feel you. Not everyone is having a, some people are like really excited that they have school canceled. Some are like really not because you don't see any of your friends anymore. And like, yeah, it does kind of suck not being able to see, you guys every day and kind of being cramped in here waiting for all of this to mellow down. But we just have to deal with it. Again, if you want it to end, just, do what the guidelines are, which is, wash your hands, don't touch your face, don't go to, any social thing for a while. Because the longer that people, don't follow the rules, the longer we have to stay here. Just a couple of days ago, they just found out that like 70 college students went to Mexico for a spring break trip, and they came back, and like 28, 27 of them ended up having coronavirus. So doing stuff like that is going to extend the time that we're kind of in quarantine or in social distancing. So if we go to... Oh wait, Cherry's here. Or Sandy, that's her name, Sandy. You're welcome, Sandy. Anyways, if you end up going to this side... I went to Florida for spring break, but didn't... Well, the thing is... Then yeah, you might not have gotten the virus, but people there who also went to spring break might have gotten it. Or you might not have, but someone else in your family could have. So again, it's not, the fear is not so much as you getting it, because realistically, young people getting it, they'll be fine for the most part. You do have some outliers, but the fear is spreading it to your family or to anyone else that may not handle it as well as you can. Like older people or people with suppressants or people with really bad immune systems. This is meringue. Anyways, so this is the tree of life, and if you stand right here, it's like that's a human. And next to me is a monkey, because we came from a similar ancestor, I think. I don't remember my biology. That's the gist of it, though. So I don't know if I can find a chicken or a dodo. That's an anteater. That's a bird. That's an eagle, falcon. So to the whole. Oh hey, and since she's standing like right where the rhino is. That's pretty cool. Yeah, tracing that ancestry. So if you follow like the rhino line, you can see like exactly what animals have descended from that line. Like this thing right here. The Megacerops, which I have not finished yet. So I'm missing like the body. But you asked if, if the dodo and the chicken were related. We can follow that line. I didn't go with my family. I went with my mom's friend's family. Well, it's same thing. That's still the chance of just contracting it. You just don't want people to get it. So I know it kind of sucks. People had to cancel their spring break plans. I canceled my plans, but it's for the better. Just think about everyone else right now. So here we have, you're really streaming. Yes, Ali, Alice, and Alexandra, I am streaming. I don't know anyone by the name of Alexandra, I think, or Ali, unless you're like Allison. But yes, I am streaming. I'm just here. This is my office hours, so if you have any questions, you can stop by. This is just me having an open hour of being online for you guys, just to, be present, be available. So if you have any questions, need any help, I am here. It's Allison Campos. It's good to see you again. How are you doing? I haven't heard from you in a while. Or for anyone for a while. Hopefully you're doing fine right now and not, going insane with cabin fever. If you are, go outside, take a walk away from people and wash your hands. Remember when North Korea said they had a present for us? What if this was it and they framed China? China said that it did come from them. But I wouldn't think that's a present. Have you held Timmy or Tommy for ransom? No, I like Timmy and Tommy. They're really great. A lot of people online are like building cages and fences around their villagers and like being mean to them, but that's not me. I enjoy everyone. Oh, you work? You're essential? There are a lot of like essential jobs that like I think shouldn't be essential, but they still exist. So some ancestors or some some ancestors of birds would be like these dinosaurs. You go around, lot of similar stuff. Apparently that's how you get rid of debt. Oh, Starbucks is essential and it. Oh, I guess they do like drive-through only. Okay, yeah. I mean, I guess it's good that you still have a job because you're getting paid for the most part. I know a lot of people are getting laid off, especially people who have work that has to be done in person, but they can't do it. I have some friends who are like event organizers and or like people who handle like big events, and like they've all canceled, so now they have nothing to do or no income, and it really sucks for them. Discounts. Has the news said anything about when the virus might end? It just pushed back some stuff. People say the end of the summer. Some say longer. Some states say, oh, not till September or August. We really don't know. Honestly, just keep up with the news. I did mention that. I mentioned like a couple of days back. Please do not get your news off of TikTok. You could just look up, like, go to any major news site, Washington Post, New York Times, CNN, whatever you prefer, and they're always updating about coronavirus. It's like the big hot thing right now, and for a lot of good reasons. So I highly encourage you to just stay caught up on news. We're currently having history happen. I know Cypher just pushed back classes until like May 4th. So we'll be like this for April. And hopefully we'll be back in May. Hopefully we won't have too much to make up and we can enjoy a relatively normal summer. But that's only going to happen if we all practice social distancing and making sure that we, stay away from people, washing our hands, all of that. I just messed up this rock, so now I can't get the rest of it. Egg. Okay, I got an egg. Can you explain how to play Animal Crossing? It's just vibing. There's no way to play. I can just go and shake some trees, get some tree branches, some people like decorate their towns and islands, and sometimes a wasp will come out, and I'm just like picking up a net in case I get hit by a wasp, and I didn't get it in time, so now I'm stung. Oh, that's unfortunate. Can I get an F in the chat? Oh, that's awkward. That's dumb. So, you know, I've got stung. My eye is now swollen shut. Yeah. Gonna go buy medicine just to fix that right up. What else do they have? Not much. Then I take the medicine, and then bam, I'm all better. My eye was nearly swollen on a night before school this year. Oh, that sucks. Yeah, for stuff like that, you might just want to stay home and get some rest. I guess now, if that happens again, you're fine. You can just stay home forever. You know, people are working out on this lovely Thursday afternoon. You know, you gotta stay active. Just because you can't go out doesn't mean you still can't exercise. You know, go jogging, but stay away from people. That's Muffy. She's a ram. This is Patty. She's a cow. Her name is Patty because, like, burger patties. And we have a new neighbor coming in, and this is Chrissy over here. She's my favorite. She's just very happy. That is true. A ladder is a caveman elevator. I like that. And this is Rod. He's a workout guy. He likes to exercise a lot. Oh yeah, hey, congratulations, your birthday's not during the star test. So, hey, that's a good thing to think about. I'm gonna try to catch this little bug. That's a grasshopper, and then I go bam. April 8th, well, that's in like 6 days. Do you have any plans for your birthday? Anything exciting going on? My birthday is... Oh, I hear my doorbell, so I'll be right back. Alright, and I'm back. Yeah, hopefully you're doing well. If your birthday is having food, that's great too. Yeah, get some Uber Eats or do some drive-through. Just gonna chill a bit. There was a video or a news thing this morning of a truck going to San Antonio carrying a bunch of toilet paper. Unfortunately, that truck hit something and it caught on fire. So all of that toilet paper just burned right up. It's really sad. Hopefully you guys still have toilet paper. Um, Try to stock up if you can. Do I know anyone that caught it? I do not. I've been seeing a lot of news about like some famous people having it and getting sick. I know Tom Hanks got it, but he's doing better now, so that's good. My birthday is April 19th. I'll be spending my birthday probably just at home, just relaxing. It is on a weekend, so not gonna do much. Who is Vespi JED again? I'm not sure. And Hero? I don't remember like names or usernames that well. I know Vinix is Marcos, and obviously Kalia is Kalia. Kevin Durant has it? Oh, that sucks. Lauren. Right. Oh, and Jaden. So yeah, people are getting it. So, it's very much real. People still think it's like a conspiracy or a myth. So, please do not think that. It is very much a thing that is happening. People are very much getting sick. So please stay at home. That was a special bug, and I just lost it. You ever gonna tell us your age? Yeah, when you graduate. I mean, I'm not going anywhere right now. I'm still here. I'm still cramped up. I can't believe I missed a live. No, I'm still here. Still alive. Still live. I should make an update though about my special guest coming tomorrow. The biggest mystery of Mr. Tan. I mean, I don't know. I have a lot more mysteries. Like, maybe I do have coronavirus. I'm kidding. I don't. No, I'm not gonna talk about that stuff. Because you don't know. Someone that you might know might have it, and they're currently, self-quarantining or in the hospital. I'm trying to move this sign. So tomorrow, I'm probably gonna push the stream back to like 1:30. Yeah, I can. Yeah, my water. Had some water problems yesterday in my house. Like I was watering some plants outside, and the knob wouldn't just turn off, so ended up kind of just being stuck. I had to spend time getting that fixed. But tomorrow, I'll probably stream at 1:30 because I am bringing on a guest. So we'll just be, talking, answering questions. Some of their students will also come on the stream, maybe talk for a bit. It seems fun. I might do a weekly series of having teachers from around the world, or for now around the country, and just chatting, playing Animal Crossing. I want to be a pediatrician. Well, good. It's always a good thing. We always need more pediatricians. After I graduate, I'm going to college and I'm going to medical school. That is a solid plan. That is how it works. Who are you quarantined with? I've got some roommates. We're all fine. They're also working from home, so it's no big deal for us. I'm just camped in here. That is a bad place to put a camp. That's fine. I'll just leave it there for now. I'm quarantined with Naruto Uzumaki. Oh, good for you. You know, hopefully, you know, he's fine as well. But if you're quarantined with like a grandma and grandpa, just watch out for them for their sake. Don't go outside too much, or rather, don't go outside with people too much. What animes are you watching right now? I have not really watched a lot. Still trying to get caught up with Steven Universe. I know it just ended, so trying to find time for that. I've been watching Brooklyn Nine-Nine because they have new eps every Friday, and it's easy to get it caught up. Yeah, I read manga for the most part. It's like less of a commitment. Like right now, I'm reading like Demon Slayer and My Hero Academia and all of that. The usual stuff people read. Dr. Stone. Let's see. Let's change outfits. You can just put on a kimono and be like, hello. Bam. Who is your favorite character on Steven Universe? I love Pearl and Lapis Lazuli. Both amazing singers. Pearl played by Didi Magno. And she is a very talented Broadway singer. And that is seen in her songs. Lapis is great. I like how she develops as a character. Man, everyone's just out here right now. Garnet's great. I love Estelle. She's a great singer. To be honest, Mr. Ton, I thought you hated me. I don't hate anyone. No. I'm sorry if you think that I hated you. I don't mean to seem like that. I guess for 5th period I have like a lot of people, so I have to like pay attention to a lot of people. It's okay. It's Omei. Mr. Ton hates everyone. Let's go with that. I actually hate everyone. No one gets my appreciation or enjoyment. I'm kidding. I love all you guys. Except you, person who is not watching my stream. They can't even hear me because they're not watching my stream. That's why they don't, get my appreciation. I got a seahorse. Or at least didn't like me. No, I like most of my students. I like all of 5th period. Even the ones that don't go to class anymore. Well, technically all of us. Yeah, 5th period's great. Like you guys. Yeah, if you have other friends from my classes that, that aren't doing anything, you can have them stop by, because I do want to just talk to you guys and see how you guys are doing every day, or every week at least. And my net broke. And this is a balloon, and I want that balloon. So please. No. Please. There we go. And now my slingshot broke. The 7th period, I'm just tired. Everyone's tired by 7th period. Hey, being a nerd is not a bad thing. Hey, enjoy what you like, you know? Yeah, 5th period. I mean, most of my periods are talkative. I guess in the morning, not so much because everyone's tired. But as the day goes on, it gets a bit rowdy. Let's not try to cancel people or classes. None of my periods were bad. I mean, they're really talkative, but I do miss all of them. I would much rather see my periods instead of just being here at home doing really just emails and phone calls. I should actually go and make sure and check to see if my guest is confirmed for tomorrow. Because I would like that. What else just broke my slingshot? I've seen Stranger Things. I've been caught up every season. I enjoyed the first season more so than the rest of them. Just my personal preference. Oh no, Chrissy's upset. What's going on? Nope, I did not want to pick that chair up. Okay, let's put that chair back. Chrissy, what's up? You're doing your best out here, but why are you upset? Come on. Rod. Oh, what did Rod do? Why is she upset? Chrissy, you are doing your best, and I appreciate you. But if you don't tell me what's going on, I can't help you. That's true. Natural talent is nothing without practice and hard work. So you might be born being really good at something, but if you don't practice, you're not gonna get better. I think Chris is feeling better now. I hope you get to do that, Chrissy. My house got swole. I built a basement. That is true. I am very buff. I can deadlift 6,000. I think that's how it works. Alexei is probably my favorite character of that season. It's just a really nice, a pleasant Russian guy, and he deserves better. Hey, let's not put spoilers though in the chat. What if I can do anything about that? But let's not put spoilers. That's not nice to do. Not everyone has seen Stranger Things or have not caught up. Ooh, and I have a meeting on Zoom next week. Oh, I am excited for that. Actually, I'm not too much. Zoom meetings are not too fun. My favorite color is, I don't know, like a pastel blue. I like pastels, blues, and greens. I guess good. Have a good night. If your sleep schedule's off, actually it is past the 1 hour mark. I'm gonna head out too, just so I can get more work put in before the end of today, because my work hours are from 9 a.m. to 2 p.m. and I want to keep it that way. That way I get to have work and then my actual life separated. So we're gonna just catch one more fish and then just call it a day. And it's not an egg, it's a red snapper. That is a good way to end this. So, let's wrap up. Are there any questions before we head out? I will try to do a Zoom meeting next week. Maybe that way I can get more students just to show up and say hi and chat. Because I do want to see all of you guys. If you know anyone that is in my class, please tell them to, at least say something in Google Classroom. That way I know they're still present and not missing. Will we take the SWANA test when we come back? Probably not, because when we come back it might be like in May. So we'll figure it out. It's gonna be okay. It's gonna be okay. Just don't worry too much about it. We'll figure it out. We'll figure it out. But with that, have a good day. Be safe. Again, I'm always available from 9 to 2 if you need me for anything. Just send me an email or a remind message or a Google Classroom post. Heck, even tweet at me and I'll try to catch up to you. But until tomorrow, again, I have a special guest coming up tomorrow. 1:30. So I'll also tweet about it and make an announcement online on Google Classroom. But until then, I will catch you guys on the flip side. Nah, that's a time we're gonna end it. Just have a good day.